you.
I mean, you look fabulous then, and I mean, that was the 80s, and you'd still look the same, really. Come on, give us your secrets, please.
Clean.
I mean, you're the same age as...
basically, is my big secret.
You're the same age as this one. Help her out.
Please, give me some tips. What is your secret?
Seriously, like, I know you guys had mentioned in the intro that I dealt with a health issue, and even before that, I was very into clean eating and fitness. I've had to kind of forego the fitness a lot lately because I'm still really rebuilding my stamina after dealing with Lyme disease. But it forced me to eat clean, and when you eat protein and vegetables primarily, like, you kind of detox all the crap out of your body, and you just, you know, that's really it.
It takes a long time to diagnose Lyme disease, isn't it? It's like a tick-related disease.
It is, and I didn't know what was going on for the first 9 months, and by that time, it kind of gets into your neurological system, and the symptoms are very similar to, first of all, like, if you're not feeling well, just don't go on the internet, because you're going to think, you've died by the time you've finished Googling everything.
Similar to MS, isn't it?
It's MS, it's lupus, it's autoimmune stuff, and everybody also says, oh, we think you're just anxious and stressed, and it's in your head. It's one of those.
And they thought you had an eating disorder, didn't they?
Yeah, online there was a lot of, you know, I could not maintain weight. I was eating like crazy. I was eating steaks and things, and you're not absorbing nutrients, and so your muscles get kind of atrophied. And
to speak to somebody a professional that you need advice from, and to just get back, oh, you're anxious.
Yeah.
I mean, how frustrating is that?
Well, a lot more has come out about Lyme in the last few years. Avril Lavigne has it. I know Daryl Hall had it or has it. Or
so is it something you have forever, or is it gone now?
Well, you know, they say that. I try to like not listen to all of those things that say that things are like a death sentence or things are forever. I do think that, like, my immune system's forever affected, so I just have to be really careful. You know, I used to think it was really noble to run myself into the ground, and probably a lot of women think that now, and a lot of us thought that back in the 80s and the 90s when we were trying to get ahead, and now I realize it's not a race, and it's okay if your pace has to be different than
And you did so much pace when you were young, didn't you, with your career?
I did.
You must have been all over the place.
Yeah, and when you're with a record label, I mean, they make you feel like it's life or death if you cancel one thing. It's like, we're going to drop you. You know what? And that's the beauty of, like, when you get older and you're like, I don't need a label. I can do things on my terms. And
you can say no to some things.
Yeah. I'd rather do 2 quality concerts a month that don't wear me out.
Because you were...
Oh, sorry.
You were 17, weren't you, when you first
16.
started? 16. Yeah. So, I mean, the pressure at 16. And it seems nowadays as well, they're getting younger and younger.
I know.
You know, for teenagers.
I know. I mean, back then it was pretty much like me, Tiffany, New Kids. There were really a handful of artists that were that young. And now, they're like...
It's like once you're 19 here, it's...
Oh, you're over the hill. Like, yes, they come out of the womb and it's like, here's your record deal, here's your perfume deal.
You've got an exciting new project happening.
Yes.
That's what you want to talk about today.
And the whole movie opens where you think I'm doing this, getting ready for this big concert, and it turns out I'm singing at the opening of a mattress store. Only in my dreams, mattress store. So, and the mattress store is empty because, you know, for dramatic effect in a movie, you want it to be like, wow, this poor girl, the chips are really down. And it goes from there.
Love just being a part of the whole picture, because you obviously, when you were doing your music, you wrote and produced and got really involved, and now up into films, you're doing everything, you're not just acting.
Yeah, it's kind of a natural extension of who I am. It's like, I can be a hired hand, and I've been that on Broadway, and I'm good at taking instruction, but you know, I do feel like so many artists have so much they bring to the table, so if it could be the most authentic expression of who you are, that's the best thing. And so I naturally like to put pieces together and
In the film, are there any sort of personal stories that you've put in? Like, did that happen to you ever, where you're going to sing at Wembley, and it was like, actually, you're going to a mattress store?
That's a great question. Well, like, at one point in my career, like midway through, because, you know, now the 80s are back and all the people who had hits in the 80s are cool again.
Yeah.
But there was a time, like, when you're like 10 or 15 years into your career, you're kind of like winging it. So I was promoting a karaoke microphone for a Japanese company, which sounded like a cool thing, but then they're like, and you're going to be promoting in Costco's, which is like, you know, I don't know if you have that.
Yeah,
yes. So, but then, yes, some were more heavily promoted than others. So sometimes you'd show, I remember singing like, I get lost in your eyes. And I saw someone go by with a huge cart of toilet paper. And I was like, and I feel sorry about that issue. Good luck with that.
We get some pretty fabulous guests here on Loose Women. There's plenty more where that came from. Just click here to watch more interviews with a whole range of famous faces. And click here to subscribe. It's free, so you'd be silly not to, really.